Welcome to my January tour. Apologies for I was gonna do a December tour, but there wasn't much difference from the November tour, so I just decided to skip that. Here we are, first tour of the year, and everything's pretty much a jungle. I was gonna wait for a sunny day, but because we had rain, and a lot of fruits that I've been holding up for the tour, they're pretty much overdue, so I decided to do it today. I got a few beans growing in here at the moment. This one is doing well. And we got a few herbs here. We haven't really been picking it because I do have another kind of herb pot that we've been picking from. Our pumpkin, not pumpkin, my eggplant is doing quite well. I think this is the Listanda di Gadia. Probably butchering that so hard right now. So I will be harvesting this. It will be at the end of the video. And here we have my tomato plants. They're doing much better than I thought. It must be the beds because I have so much extra room now. But anyway, these are ready to pick. By the time I'm editing this, pretty much all of them have been harvested and I've cut the plant down. These black trim are looking really good, and because of the rain I wanted to harvest this now so it doesn't split. But yeah, that's it for that corner bed. And over here we have my okra and zucchinis. Okra's actually doing well. It's about pretty much about time since I've had okra growing this well. I think the last few years they've been doing terrible. These zucchinis are doing okay. Not the best. A bit lacking in fruiting. But I think I'll let it grow a bit more before I cut it off. We do have one fruit here. It's a bit overgrown because I was saving it for the vlog. But I do like the stripes on this. Anything that looks different from the supermarket fruits and vegetables, it's, I don't know, it's just so much nicer to grow and harvest. Even if they pretty much just taste the same. So the leaves on these okra are big. I don't know if my previous ones were even that big. Like the ones that actually grew properly. But anyway, we have some nice okras growing. I'm again reminded that I have not let these get too big or they get like woody. That one was pretty much ready. This one's ready too. But yeah, pretty much happy to get some okras now because the last couple of years didn't grow well. And now we have some okra that are actually past 10 centimeters of growth. And then onto my long garden bed with the beans, cucumber and zucchini. The cucumber is pretty much done. There is a few fruits, but yeah, it's not really recovering from this. So the beans, I trimmed them back, gave them fertilizer, and they are growing again for a second round. Because of all the rain, I had to remove some of the plants. They died off due to mold on the stem. But we still have a lot remaining, and they are producing just as well as the first time. My zucchini here pretty much blocked my path here. It is doing good, it's still producing. It had a weird phase at some point, but we are back to normal growth. But this zucchini here and the zucchini on the square bed is pretty much cut me off from the back. Here is my sweet potato. I am vining it across the long bed. I'm trying to get it to have as much sun as possible. I think the location wasn't as good because it's right next to the tree. I will cut the tree back. There is shade coming from that side. But a lot of the growth is doing good. These vines are very long. So I haven't been counting, but I should have for this video. I think we're sitting around 90 days. The stem is looking good right now. We're on a good track. There have been bumps in the soil and there are sweet potatoes growing. But here we are at the entrance way. And my peanuts are actually looking pretty good. do have some flowers, which is nice. I was expecting it to come a bit later in the season. And at this stage, there was a few flowers that have died off. I was thinking they weren't getting pollinated, but they have an interesting way of growing their peanuts. Because initially they're meant to hook into the ground with the flower, but not the actual flowers, not the actual flower you see here, but at the base of the flower stem. That's where the hook forms and goes underground. Here's my climbing bean, and it's quite a jungle. I think I planted way too many. I was expecting it to be a lot smaller and flower a lot earlier. But they grew quite large, and I think I planted 4 in each row, which is way too much. I think next time I'll just plant a total of 4. And here we are over at this area. The bitter melon is growing fast. A lot faster than I expected, but it should be fine. It shouldn't overtake the choco. But we do have some fruits growing. And it's kind of interesting that they have the bumps already as a baby. And here we are to my pumpkin patch, which is pretty much a jungle mess. So much grass growing in between them. Most of these foliage belongs to my 4 Japanese pumpkins. They've grown so much foliage because they're not supporting any fruits. And I have a little Jack B. Little here. Should be ready to harvest next week. My giant pumpkin, which I am doing its own episode, so if you're interested to see that, go check that out on the channel. But as you can see here, we got a nice large pumpkin growing. But yeah, this whole area is overtaken by Japanese pumpkin. Yeah, only around now the fruit's deciding to come out. I think because the weather cooled down. And here's what my giant pumpkin looks like. Variety is Big Macs. See, it's looking big. I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos of this as well. The giant pumpkin video coming after this should be episode 5. And here's my remaining golden nugget, growing another set of fruits. I think this is Musky the province. Probably butchering that again, but you know. I'm just hoping he doesn't snap off because he is hanging. So I have my snake beans over here. They have been prolific. I think at this point I've harvested 2 or 3 giant handfuls and it is still producing very, very well. But yeah, I'll be harvesting some of these as well at the end of the video. This is pretty much what I envisioned when I set this up. It's a lot of snake beans just hanging down. There is a few that get stuck on the top. So I did harvest my giant seed potato that I planted. So the plant never lasted up to 90 days because of just how ridiculous our weather has been. But the harvest was pretty good. The video for this will be coming up pretty soon, so look out for that. Some of the pumpkins I am curing. These butternuts have been curing for a while, but they still have that green little thing on them. I haven't been able to cure the Japanese and Jack B. Littles properly because of just rain, cloud, rain. I'll just show a few fruit trees. I'll skip majority of them because pretty much just look the same as the previous one. Banana tree pup that I transferred. It's nice and big now. Should be transferring it to a bigger pot soon. And we have my asparagus here in the pot. I downgraded it to a smaller pot, but it's doing just as well. Avocado is doing pretty good. A lot of new growth. All that you see, all that green stem you see, that's all new growth. And here's my oldest banana tree, hoping for it to fruit this year. My pineapples over here. These ones are going to be a bit smaller, like especially this one over here. It only grew a few flowers. And we have a third pineapple over here. This one will also be small. So the butterfly bush is still kicking. I have been deadheading this, not too much though. It's a bit hard to reach the top, but it has helped for sure. So we got some more pineapples. These are actually all from one crown. I'll be doing a video on that soon. So here's some of the plants from Happy Valley Seeds, the okra. I think Country Road okra. I did have an aphid issue with this plant, but I've dealt with them. And my popcorn corn doing a lot better than I thought in this pot. Some Japanese eggplant. These are like a nice deep purple, especially the stem as well. My winged beans, probably shouldn't have put it here because these grow quite big, but it's okay. I'll plant them in a proper spot next season. My okra that is finally taking off. It took a while. These won't be ready to harvest. Well, they would be, but they wouldn't be that big. But they needed a lot of watering to catch up again. But yeah, that's the end of that tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to be moving on to the harvest. Alright, it's time to pick these. Hopefully I can just snap these off. There's a lot of things in the way. Alright. Oh, no. I'm scared. I'm just gonna cut this off. I don't have my tripod, so... Ooh. Yeah, this one's a nice size. I didn't think they'd get this big. And this is black crim, but... Where's the image? There's a bit of black there. I don't really see... It's a bit dark. Like a dark red. I don't see too much of the black. And now we got that one. Uh-oh. Is that a hole? No, that's the thing. Looks like an insect hole, but that is not. I hope. This one's a nice size too. Nice. Now to pick that one. Here we are. Ooh, yeah. These ones are good. Oh, that's why this one is red when it's up there. I was like, I think there's a soft spot. I think we got a rotten spot there. But then this entire top is eaten by a caterpillar. Tomato. Ooh. And I think when I was looking at the images, I think this is actually the size to pick them. They're not like they don't get big or long. I think they do, but they'll be tough by then. Yeah, this is not, I guess I'll be picking this now too. Can I break this from here? Maybe not. And the spikes. Yeah, this one's really pretty. Look at that skin. And the okra. She jumped. I think I'll just cut this too. Alright, at the back. Actually, I want to take a picture first. Oh. Yeah, I like this design too, or the, what do we call it? This should have been picked a few days ago, but I was saving it for the vlog. And the beans, I'll just pick them. There's a lot to cut, so alright, here is the total harvest. It's actually a lot more beans than I thought, because you'd be like having some hidden there. Actually, I think I just spotted another one there. Oh no, that's not ready. It's nice. 600, 700 grams. And that is today's harvest. I almost ended that video there. I forgot the snake beans. I just got done with that, and here we are. It's like a nice handful. These have been producing very well. This is like my 4th, 5th harvest. This much. It's more than we can eat. Right, now this is the final harvest. Here we go. That's a lot more things than I thought I'd be harvesting today. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.